everyone, and welcome back to GDW Unspoken, where we discuss stuff we don't typically talk about, but probably should. And we're up to Season 2, Episode 2 in our well-being episodes, and hopefully this will resonate with you too, because if you know me, I'm actually a morning person. I actually love that stillness, the space before the world wakes up and it's nice and quiet. You've got that golden window before the day takes over and noisy kids are running around everywhere too. So, look, I will be honest though, sometimes I stare at the ceiling and I just think, come on, just 5 more minutes. Just give me 5 more minutes. Is it really the alarm going off? Because sometimes that alarm clock feels like betrayal. All your routines in place and getting up doesn't seem easy. So today's episode is about how to build morning rituals that actually stick. And if you're not naturally wired like me, or, even if you are, you can still get stuck sometimes in those battles in the mornings trying to get up when you know you have to and you just leave it to the last minute. And so, look, we're going to explore how we can actually have rituals that will work, and they won't just fall apart as fast as a New Year's resolution. That we'll have it actually become part of who you are. All right. And so you as a listener, you're the hero here. You want your mornings to be calm, productive, and intentional, but instead I understand they're probably often a blur of alarm scrolling, rushing, and regret. And this is the shock stat. Now, according to the Sleep Foundation, 57%, now I'm reading this word for word here, 57% of adults check their phones within 10 minutes of waking up. And those who do report higher stress and lower energy by mid-morning. So how's that for a fun fact? Probably not that fun, right? But, we think it's harmless. But that quick dopamine hit hijacks your focus before you even have a chance to set it. I had mornings where I've woken up early, ready to go, but I've lost 20 minutes to messages, emails, and I'm just stuck in my, what would you say? It's actually flipped where I wanted to go for that morning. And it's actually add more stress. So that peaceful early start just becomes noise. So the problem isn't when we wake up, it's actually how we wake up. So you listen to this episode now, how do you actually wake up in the morning? Does it look like scrolling? Does it look at your phone? Are you woken up by an alarm clock? Everyone's different. Some people work shift work, so it's definitely hard when you're having to balance sleep and the hours of sleep you've got. But look, I'm not an expert with a perfect record, but as a guy who knows the fight, I've studied the morning routines of athletes, entrepreneurs, even monks, and I've realized something powerful. You don't need a perfect morning. You need what's called an intentional one. So if you start your day on purpose, even small rituals can reset your mindset. Now, love the books from Donald Miller, but he says too, when you help someone envision a better version of themselves, you've actually helped them find a story worth living. And that's what a good morning ritual does. It tells your brain this day is a new story and this day is going to be worth living. You're setting your intention. So look, let's make it simple. They say really good coaches, and when you give good presentations, you have 3 major steps, no more than 3. So here's 3 steps, no gimmicks, no 5 a.m. marathons, just something that can probably stick for you. So number 1, as with anything, when you're looking at leadership or looking at change, you need to start small and have a lot of wins quickly. So this is the start small one. Anchor the wake up. So your first ritual should be instant and rewarding. So mine is the smell of coffee and stepping outside barefoot to let the dogs out, feeling the fresh air. All right, tells my body, hey, we're alive, let's move. Your version could be a stretch, a song, a shower, a cold splash of water, anything sensory that signals your body or to your body, it's time now. It's time to get up. All right? So Mel Robbins also talks about the 5-second principle. So if you find that hard to do, count down 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, a bit like a rocket blast off after 10. She says counting down's better. And then on the 1 and you get to 0, you just move. Without any emotion, without any stress, without any afterthought, you're gone. You're just up. Okay, so start small, anchor your wake up. Number 2, protect your golden 15 minutes. So this is sacred. So don't give it to anyone else. Don't give it to your phone. Don't give it to your inbox. Don't give it to a group chat. For the first 50 minutes, just own your thoughts. All right, so that might mean journaling, making your bed, or simply sitting up with your breath. It could be getting up and brushing your teeth, having a cold drink of water. All right, make them yours. So if you've ever opened your emails before coffee and felt like you've aged 3 years, you now know why this probably matters, all right? And number 3, focus on one win. So write down one thing you'll do today that moves your life forward, not 10, because you just set yourself up for failure if you don't get to them. So just one. And that single focus point actually sets your momentum, all right? Because motivation doesn't appear. It's built through early action. Okay, mine is making my bed. I can't stand doing it. Kick my toe half the time on the edge, but it feels like I've accomplished something early and it's a routine. Here's another shock stat. People who complete one clear task before 9 a.m. are 31% more likely to describe their day as productive. I don't know where they get the stat from, but that's pretty cool if you ask me. Like a third more likely. So, that's not luck. That's actually design. So look, if you ignore your mornings, they'll actually control you. If you design your mornings, you'll control your day. So without ritual, your mind's sort of wake up reactive, chasing other people's priorities. With ritual, your mind wakes up creative. So you choose your own story. But here's a failure path. If you hit snooze, you scroll, you'll chase the clock all day long. But if you rise with intention and you lead your thoughts, by 9 a.m. you're already winning, and you're winning quietly. All right? And here's a great quote. You'll probably know this from, "We are what we repeatedly do. Excellence then is not an act, but a habit." All right? Let me give you 3 simple ones. So 3 simple rituals now that can stick, that has worked for me and many of the people, participants I work with. Number 1, the 60-second gratitude reset. Before your feet even hit the floor, name three things you're grateful for. So out loud, all right? It shifts your focus from fatigue to appreciation. Your mindset is straight away into a positive loop. All right? Not, I'm tired. What have I got on today? Will I get through all this today? What else do I have to chase? All right? Just 3 things that you're going to start off positively. All right? And that's a 60-second gratitude reset. Number 2, have it like a movement microburst. Put on your favorite song and move. Stretch, bounce, walk down the highway, do a dance in the kitchen while you're putting your coffee on. Whatever it might be, it takes 3 minutes. It wakes your cells up and it actually, again, gets your mindset positive. Okay, so just try and move your body. Your body actually is built for movement, all right? We often say in the house here, you've got a sore back or a sore neck. It's probably from sitting too much behind a laptop. So just move. And the other one is have like one thought journal. Write down one line. So even say an intentional starter. Say, today I want to feel, and whatever you always want to feel, right? And then that feeling starts becoming your compass. You start looking for that. It's like when you're, at the moment, I'd love to have a brand new Ram if I had the money. I'd like to see a Ram. And then so now every time you go on the road, you see Rams everywhere. All right, so it actually becomes your compass. So mine yesterday was calm, but then I hit traffic behind a learner driver. Progress wasn't perfection. So I'm not saying these are things will work all the time, but it just gets your mindset ready rather than being in a loop of what you've probably been doing as a habit. So look, even if you're not a morning person, that's okay. Morning rituals aren't about time, they're about tone. So whether it's 5 a.m. or 9 a.m., the first 10 minutes you awake shapes the other 16 hours of your day. And look, if you are a morning person but still struggle, that's normal. It's not a lack of motivation. It's a sign that you're human. So just be kind to yourself and start again tomorrow. All right, so just imagine this day. Just imagine you wake up, you stretch, you breathe, you sip your water, juice or coffee, whatever you have, and you just spend 5 quiet minutes setting a tone. And by the time the world starts demanding your attention, you've already centered yourself. That's not just routine, that's actual ritual. And ritual is what turns chaos into calm and autopilot into intention. All right, so just try those few things, just see if that works. And look, here's some homework for you for your journal prompt this week. So pen and paper, again, writing it down, open up your journal. I love when people actually write down. It's really, you can do it on your app, on your phone, it's fine. But again, it's great to be off your device and writing things down. Number 1, what's one small ritual that you can try that can make you feel grounded in the morning? What's one you can try? We've gone through today. Number 2, what's usually the first thing that steals your focus? Now, and when you do know what that is, how can you protect yourself from it? All right, mine would often be an email. What work have I to catch up on, or what's happened overnight that I'm not aware of? Try and not let that steal your focus. And number 3, if you mastered mornings for 1 week, what difference would it make? And then how would you show up for the rest of the day? Because that's the kicker. That's the thing that will actually change you. Not just, hey, look, I'm getting up early and it's fine. It's how is it going to actually change your day, change your perspective, all right, and change your compass. So look, thanks for joining me in this episode. Remember, morning rituals aren't about being perfect. They're about being present. So again, 8 a.m. or 9 a.m. doesn't matter. If you start your day with intention, you've already beaten the chaos. And look, if this episode has helped you, share it with someone who struggles a bit with their day, and let's build better mornings together. And I'm Gary, and I'm looking forward to your company next time you listen to the show.